Hello, Purple Rose here, and I'm continuing on with Mirri's quest. I have unlocked her third and last quest, and I'm excited to start it because I want to learn more about her family and this dwarven puzzle box that her mother is searching for.
I have another favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
Sure, what's the favor?
Mom will try her best to put her search for that puzzle box behind her, but I know her. The moment she catches wind of another flimsy lead, she'll be off looking just one more time. She's only going to stop when it's found, or she's dead.
You want to search for it, don't you?
Want to? No. Need to? Probably. My mom's been trying to fulfill her filial duty since she buried my grandfather. I'd rather not come by it the same way. I was thinking I'd pay the old Mir a visit at our ancestral tomb. Will you join me?
I'll help.
My grandfather should be interred in our family tomb in Othrenus. At least, I think that's what Mom said. She's never taken me to see him. I don't think she's been back there since the day he was buried. She doesn't want to face him empty-handed.
How is visiting his grave going to help us?
Well, I'm not just thinking of finally paying my respects. I can summon his ancestor spirit to the tomb. I'm hoping my grandfather can tell us something about his missing puzzle box that will help put this fetcher fly hunt to rest.
Didn't your mother have already explored that option?
Like I said, I don't think she's spoken with him since he died. Mom never talks about my grandfather. I get the impression that they weren't close.
Why is she going through such great lengths to find it for him then?
He was obsessed with that puzzle box. When it was stolen, getting it back was all he could think about. I don't think Mom gives two swits about the box. She just wants him to acknowledge her. Maybe I can convince him to free her from her duty.
Let's go speak with your grandfather.
Othrenus is in Stone Falls. I can't speak for the condition of the tomb, so we should assume it's dangerous.
Okay. To Othrenus then. In Stone Falls? Yeah, I wonder why. Like, I assume your grandfather is your mum's father. Maybe, yeah, they just didn't get along. Because of that, she wants to find this puzzle box to make amends or get acknowledged from her father or something.
I think Granddad's tomb is on the eastern side, toward the back.
Cool. But yeah, the lengths we go through for family, even when they're dead. Should be here.
There. That's his shrine. Tomb. Whatever. You light the candles. I'll mutter the answer. This is the family plot. Light the votive candles, would you? I'll begin the incantation.
Okay.
Grandfather, house of my house, blood of my blood, the daughter of your daughter summons you. Come forth and share your wisdom.
Daughter of my daughter? Bah, strangers both. I have nothing to say to the likes of you.
Well, obviously bad blood.
Getting the cold shoulder from a corpse, that's a new shame for the books. Maybe he'll speak to you.
See.
My daughter leaves me to rot for decades, and this is how I'm greeted? Roused from a neglected grave by a stranger who happens to share my blood, and a filthy noir?
Where is your granddaughter? She wants to find your puzzle box.
Is that what Irene has been doing all these years? Raising this whelp in the lap of luxury with that spineless Lalu boy while I molder in an early grave? Such ingratitude.
Already never gave up searching for your puzzle box, but Mirri wants to take over her mother's duty.
Then perhaps this child is less a fool and ingrate than my own. No doubt you've been told I died in pursuit of my stolen puzzle box. But that is not the whole story. I was murdered. I came too close to the truth, and I was silenced for it.
What do you mean?
I was betrayed by one whom I called friend. We whiled away many nights, unlocking the secrets of that dwarven puzzle. But on the cusp of the solution, it vanished from my collection. When I came too close to the truth, my friend killed me.
Did this to you?
Mirri was the Mir who wronged me. A guild mage of Volkelgard. A silver-tongued liar who cheated me out of my dearest possession and my life. Return what's mine. Bring me the puzzle box, and Irene's failings will be forgiven.
Why is this puzzle box so important to you?
It was a singular find. The greatest in my career. A Dwemer puzzle box of such complexity and beauty that it could only truly be appreciated by a great mind. Mirri understood that. We knew that this device hid answers to mysteries only they knew.
Mysteries worth dying for?
Worth killing over, at least. I underestimated Mirri's ambitions. I didn't think high elves had the stomach for theft and murder. I should never have shared that box with anyone. It was meant for me and me alone.
Well, high elves can be ambitious. And they'll do anything to get what they want. So why didn't you tell Irene all of this?
Because she is a disappointment, as she has always been, Swit. A Dunmer with her upbringing should have paid her respects to me 100 times over. Her contempt for tradition is a blight on our house.
Sounds like you two weren't close.
Fair, close. We are family. Close has nothing to do with it. She was born and raised to carry on the legacy of our house. It was her duty to bring prestige and prosperity to our name as we have for generations, not run off with some feckless hlalu.
You didn't approve of her marriage?
Of course not. She was intended to be betrothed to the Housefather's firstborn, not some 10th-rate house cousin she fetched trinkets for. With a word, she could have elevated our station to the great houses. I ask so little, and she delivers less.
But if you're in love with someone else, I don't think she was really bothered by improving his station. She did it for love. And she certainly seems happy with Mirri's father. You're certain that Mirri was behind it all?
He was behind me at every turn, studying the puzzle box, commiserating its loss, guiding me in searching for it. He was clever enough to keep my attention focused outward, staying in my blind spot until the very moment he pushed me to my death.
So what makes you think he still has the puzzle box?
Anyone who knew that device's true value would never let it go. He'd never part with it willingly, no matter how much its maddening design might thwart him. My only consolation is my certainty that the puzzle has tormented him ever since he stole it.
Let's go get it back.
What an ass. I can see why Mom wasn't keen to visit all these years. I can't believe she spent so many years trying to please that fetcher.
Yeah. He's still family, though. He's still her father. A lot of people try to please their parents, that's true.
Don't I know? I suppose I should be more grateful to Mom and Dad for letting me be my own person. I had no idea. If my father talked to me that way, I'd have pushed him off a ledge myself.
So you still want to help find this puzzle box?
Only so I could shove it up his ashes. This is important to my mother. I'm doing this for her, not that old Swit. Let's head to Volkelgard. See if we can find this Mirri. I may want to shake his hand.
Very well, let's go to Volkelgard.
My grandfather said Mirri was a guild mage from Volkelgard. Maybe we'll find him there. Or at least find someone who knows where he is.
So, the Volkelgard. That's in Oradon. So, to the Mages Guild. Get this puzzle box back. But Mirri wanted to shake his hand. Obviously, to thank him for killing her grandfather. Weird. So... here.
But Master O'Nimeril is gone now, and...
O'Nimeral's departure is no excuse. You two are mages of the guild first. I expect to see you both in my office shortly.
Oh dear. This one is in trouble now.
If he disappeared, how could he show up in your office?
Oh, Takano will get in trouble. Now that Kalia is keeping an eye on things.
I thought I heard you mention Master Onimeril. I'm looking for him.
Ah, yes. Takano was one of Onimeril's apprentices before he was kicked out of the guild. It has left this one in a rather precarious predicament. Perhaps we could help one another?
How so?
Well, you see, as Onimeril's apprentice, this one was afforded certain privileges. His master was not so particular about the rules of the guild, so his banishment was not all that surprising. But his replacement is quite stern, and this one has erred.
What are you asking?
This one might have turned Onimeril's other apprentice Arlette into a chicken. She has run off, and should his new master discover Takano's error, he is certain to be expelled. If you return poor, befouled Arlette, he will tell you of Onimeril.
Made a mistake, but hopefully you can turn it back from a chicken. I'll find Arlette for you.
This one fears Arlette will be tempted by the grains near the Salted Wings Tavern and wind up someone's dinner. Please find her quickly. She had lustrous blue-green feathers. Takano is certain she will stand out, for better or worse.
Why didn't you go after Arlette yourself?
Onimeril's former apprentices are on probation, and his new instructor watches us like a hawk. It is only by some miracle that she did not witness Takano's terrible error. But she will discover it if Arlette does not return soon.
Can you undo the transformation?
This one certainly hopes to get the opportunity to try. But that will not matter if Arlette is feathered and fried. Takano will read up on transformations while you search. Just please find her.
Yeah. So, the tavern.
Takano will wait here.
Sounds like your new master's real hard on you. But when magic's involved, I suppose you have to be. No! Come back! There's more chickens. Come on! Let me catch you. Gotcha!
I hope this is the right one, or it's going to make for an interesting scene back at the guild.
Yeah. Trying to
The
turn
moors
a
outside of Long Haven were home to vampires.
trying to
Can you
turn a
imagine?
real chicken into a person. Is such a thing even possible? I suppose it is if you could turn people into
I don't know
animals.
why anyone would eat chicken when they could have a plump pony gua.
Chicken's lovely. I love chicken.
You're back, and you come bearing foul. Oh, yes, that looks to be Arlette. He can see the profound sadness in her eyes. Or judgment, but either is a good sign. Such a relief. This one was shedding most profusely from nerves.
We found Arlette for you. Now help us find Onimiril.
Oh, of course, of course. Onimiril was expelled from the guild not long ago, as you know. But he did not call the guild hall his home. He was very secretive and kept to a small wilderness retreat northwest of Skywatch. Takano was never invited to it.
Thanks for the information.
Not to speak ill of his former master, but Takano thinks you should know that Onimiril was expelled from the guild for dabbling in forbidden magic. This one never saw it for himself. His master was always kind to him. But if true, be careful.
Well, if he went to lengths to kill Mirri's grandfather, I suppose he could do anything. We'll be careful.
Takano hopes this works.
Takano! I ought to burn your ears for... Did I just cluck?
Poor Arlette.
I can't... I can't... Damn it! I can't believe Takano turned me into a chicken! Next time we practice, I am the one trying out new spells. Oh, Lord.
Hopefully that wears off. Turning into an animal would not be fun. Especially an animal you don't want to turn into. Oh, so he's way up there. Yeah, I guess he's secretive and out here because he's trying to work out that dwarven puzzle box. How is this his home? Oh.
Not much of a retreat, if you ask me. Let's see if Onimiril left anything helpful behind.
Hidden either. Oh, there he is. To kill him? Perhaps, but not yet. I swear that devious collector is thwarting me from his grave. It's been decades and his angry eyes still glare at me in my dreams, red and full of spite. It was worth it. For the secrets of the puzzle, the ire of one dark elf is a small price to pay, a small price. I've hired 5 reasonably talented mages, no longer affiliated with that smug lot in the Mages Guild. Disaffected and discreet. They don't know I was expelled, as if I needed the rigid minds of those labouring under Vanus' glorious thumb. They think this experiment may provide them with entry into the guild. I finally found a Dwemer site with the proper alignment I will require. Pity it's in the rift. I dislike the burly Nords and their bellicose ways. Still, Avancel remains uninhabited by outlaws or other riffraff. I am sure I can deal with a few of their animalculi. Soon I will know what the dwarves hid within this cryptic device, and their knowledge will set me head and shoulders above all others, Vanus especially. What went wrong? Why? It was the fools I hired, it had to be. Pity they died. Or I would strip their minds of all reason for botching this so. Fools, I barely made it out. I must get back there. Try again. I must get it back. I must try again. A short rest first. To plan, I must have it back. Red eyes smiling in the dark. He did this. Him. You can't keep it from me. I will recover my treasure and all its secrets.
Find anything useful in all that scribble? Looks like trying to solve that puzzle box took its toll on Onimiril. Why were he and my grandfather so enamored with this thing?
Yep, and it seems like the guilt of killing your grandfather gets him in his sleep. He seems to think it's connected to Avancel in the rift.
I get that, but I also get the impression that Onimiral's finding the answers he wants to find. Sometimes a riddle is just a riddle. At least his destination was clear enough. Hopefully the box is still in that dwarven ruin.
Think the box is just a toy?
I don't know. It's not like I've ever laid eyes on the thing. I just don't see how some hunk of dwarven junk can be worth everything these two have sacrificed. If we do find it and I start going crazy, do me a favor and smash the fetching thing.
Will do. So that's a Nimmeril. We're probably gonna have to kill him. Revenge your grandfather, even though he's not nice.
Braylon sent you, didn't he? He'll never have it back.
Killed those apprentices. We'll revenge them. Okay, so to advance cell. Probably saying it wrong. She said it was in the Rift, not East March. I always get the Rift and East March mixed up. So yeah, let's go finally find this puzzle box. Yeah, I know there's bad blood between your mother and your grandfather, which is her father. But couldn't she have put the differences aside to find this puzzle box? I guess not, because when family's involved, it's always difficult. Okay. So we'll go stealthily in. Go this way. Hopefully it's still here. Yeah, I wonder what treasure it leads to. Because I think in Skyrim, I may be wrong, there was a puzzle box we found. Been ages since I played Skyrim though. Don't remember.
Something tells me Nimmeral's theory didn't pan out. Maybe be gentle with that box.
But these are the apprentices you killed. Okay.
Feeling all right? No all-consuming desire to solve the unknowable mystery? Great, let's get out of here.
Well, we found the box. So yeah, we have to go outside.
Glad to be out of there. Dwarf ruins are too hot and humid for my liking. At least Stonefall's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's all the steam work that they have inside. But yeah, I think those apprentices only died because he tried to open the puzzle box and a spell might have backfired. And then he was a coward and he just left their dead bodies there.
I can't say I understand what all the fuss was about. It's a box. A fancy box, but a box nonetheless. Hard to imagine that this piece of fetching garbage has caused my family so much anguish. I'll be happy to bury it.
Well, I think it's what's inside the box that's important. If there's anything inside it at all. But, yeah, with the dwarves involved, you never know. So what do we do next?
I'll send word to my mother to meet us in Athrenis. We will deliver it to my family's plot, and hopefully she'll find some closure with my bull netch of a grandfather.
Oh, that's a reunion that won't go well. Do you think they'll reconcile?
My granddad doesn't deserve Mom's devotion, or forgiveness, but if it frees her of her guilt and obligations, she'll be safe and I'll be happy. Come on, let's not tempt fate by lingering with that thing.
Like, I know your grandfather's not a nice person, but he's still family. So back to the tomb. Meet your mother again. Shame we can't meet her father. Or her other siblings. Maybe they'll add more quests in the future with companions? Let's hope. Okay. So back to your grandfather's tomb. This will be interesting. It's your mother. There she is.
Mirri? Is that you? It had better not be another skeleton.
We're here. Do not fear.
Do you really have it? The puzzle box? Truthfully, I barely remember what it looks like.
Yep, we have it.
Don't you dare lose that thing, or I'll throttle you.
Never. I value you as a friend. I wouldn't like to see your bad side. Here's your stupid puzzle box.
Father.
You finally did your duty. Or rather, your daughter and some Noir did. Success, once removed, is so very like you.
All you've ever cared about was what I could do for you. Well, this is the last favor.
That goes for us, as well.
You've set a poor example for your daughter, always putting your whims before the good of the house.
You can stuff the fetching house. Our family is more than just your legacy. Come on, Mom. We're wasting our breath.
Yeah, I'm with Mirri on this one. Family's more than that.
Well, Outlander, at least you understand the value of doing what you're told.
You don't seem very appreciative of the effort.
Does the House Father heap gratitude upon his vassals for paying tributes left long overdue? I have been wrong. My forgiveness will not come so cheaply.
Stubborn in death. So you wouldn't even try to reconcile?
I will not be lectured on the matters of my house by some uppity Noir. Oh, fine. I will be the bigger mayor. Let it not be said that I was never magnanimous.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm with Mirri and Rennie on this one.
I told Mirri I'd let it go. She didn't have to take on this problem for me, and drag you along with her. I never wanted to saddle my children with my problems, like my father did with me. But I've gone and done it anyway.
That's the thing. You think your actions are stopping your children from doing it, but in the end...
Damn ancestors. If they want to make such a big deal of us paying our respects, they can put more effort into paying them back.
They could. He certainly knows how to hold a grudge, though.
Huh. Grudges and curses are done merry traditions dating back to the Anticipations. Just because they're old doesn't make them good. I'm happy to leave all that to rot with Granddad and his stupid gold brick. But it looks like Mom is willing to forgive.
Think your mother will be content with how things turned out?
She has nothing to regret. She did everything she could. That damn box was the last excuse that could be made for why they were estranged. They still can't make up after this. Granddad's just a fetching asshole. Either way, she'll be fine.
Yeah, probably best to just leave his tomb, never come back now that he's got his precious puzzle box. Do you want some time with your mother?
No. We should give her and Granddad some space. They have a lot to catch up on, assuming they don't just start cursing each other out. We've done our part. Let's get back to saving the world. Or whatever.
One adventure at a time. So we get Mirri as a house guest? That's cool.
If you keep helping us out like this, Mom's liable to adopt you. For which I apologize ahead of time.
If you want my advice on carrying on our good name, you may come to me again.
Oh, may I? How gracious. I can manage without you, Father. But I may come again to visit.
Yep. They don't need you. But yeah, I wonder what's in this box. We went to all that effort to get it and we're not even going to try to open it.
This is hard enough without you watching, Noir. Kindly leave my grave in peace.
Fine. I will. Noir.
I told Mirri I'd let it go. She didn't have to take on this problem for me, and drag you along with her. I never wanted to saddle my children with my problems, like my father did with me. But I've gone and done it anyway.
You do this because she cares about you, not because it's expected of her.
I know, it's in her nature to look after others. I'm glad she's got someone reliable to look after her when she needs it. She's liable to wind up as tangled up in worry as her father and get an ulcer otherwise. Be a bad influence, like her mother.
She does take a lot after you. And I guess her father. Which I still want to meet her father. Do you think you'll be able to make peace with your father?
Who knows? He's been blistering my backside like an ornery shawk since I've been old enough to walk. I've got a thick skin for him, but that stupid trinket was like a deep splinter wedged between us. Now that it's plucked, maybe the rift will heal.
That's doubtful because he really wanted you go through with that arranged marriage to boost your house. So yeah, that was a cool quest. Got Mirri, the full-time companion.
If you keep helping us out like this, Mom's alive.
So she greatly admires me. I do want to kind of max her report, but yeah, that'll take a while. So glad we got to learn more about Mirri and her family, and I do hope they add more companion quests in the future, because I want to meet her father and other siblings. But I don't know if they will do that. So I'm going to end this one here. Thank you for watching.